Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day. For I was very, very low frequency today. Spirit is announcing me all this amazing change, positive, permanent change that is coming. But when Spirit says now, it doesn't always feel like it is now in linear time, now in the eternal now. It can be now, it can be in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year, in 10 years. And so it is always now from the eternal place of light and joy and abundance and freedom from the spiritual point of view. So I raised my frequency since then, but I took some notes about all those things that were like part of this process that I was going through, and I know many people are going through a lot of internal shifting, and so it is important to forget and forgive as much as possible, to go beyond. For the source will eventually intervene, and everything will change. But God has given enough time for all humanity to work out all kinds of things. Right now, from a political standpoint, there is all kind of military action behind the scene to eliminate all of the dark forces, the agent of the dark, the enemies of humanity. For military action is the only recourse. They will not live gently they will not live peacefully or gently. So this is really happening. For what we need is to find our own personal freedom. And I know all will change, but then it's like being patient is really hard sometimes. For the dark is being revealed right now, and the light is still hidden, and there is so much more darkness that still needs to be revealed before the beautiful light and truth comes out. And so we will come to realize there is some grotesque horrors and manipulation. It's always been there, and it's like but now we all will need to see, and we have to be without judgment in relationship to that. For evil can only enter if we allow it in. If we do not allow it in, we contemplate it. It will not be able to force itself. So, but there is so much more evil things that will need to come out to the forefront of consciousness for humanity, and we need to ask forgiveness for ourselves and for them. Why? Because we don't know. We have forgotten, but we had hundreds, maybe thousands of hundreds of lifetimes on this earth, and at some points we're participating in dark experiments. It was part of the process, so we need to forgive ourselves and others as well. It is important to keep the North Star, for the North, the magnetic North. Personally, our spirit group, we come from the North Star, from Polaris. We are 5 spirits, and we come from that place, and we were led here. So it's like to keep the North is to not allow yourself to be distracted from your path, from your mission. And for what we seek is to return to the real life, the true life, the life of God. The life of God is eternal, it is immortal. But when we live here, down here, we do not experience that true life. The true life is only experienced as we ascend, or as we die. When we die, we're free from the necessities of the material physical world. And so we experience that in a totality. And even after we die, souls continue to work on their ascension and the collective ascension. But they said that the critical mass has been reached, and that's why there is all these deconstructions. And so, but we need to create this solar flash, this Kundalini alignment, this light body activation from within individually before it can manifest on a collective level. It will be the goddess of Venus was prophesies that she will be the one that will activate the collective hologram of the 5th dimension on the planet. But before that happens, there is to be enough beings, enough enlightened beings that on the planet to create this massive collective potential. And our aura is expanding, it's becoming larger, and everybody we cross, we affecting them on some level. It's like 10 meters to 30 meters, depending. But when we walk on the street, everybody that crosses your path is being affected by this light. Not on a conscious level, but the spirit recognize the light, and something is happening within them on a subconscious level. For there is the visible and the invisible. For it's like a lot of people will only believe in what is visible, yet radio wave is invisible, yet it is real. The air we breathe is invisible, yet it is real. The thoughts and the emotions are invisible, yet they are real. And thoughts and emotions have colors and forms, and then when we open our third eye, we we will begin to see the forms and the shapes and the cause and the effect of thoughts and what comes out of us. Um, because the more we ascend, the less dense it becomes. So that we do want to ascend to be light, but sometimes we are drawn back into the darkness of the planet. It's probably in the effort of transmutation from a collective level, and that we are drawn back into this deep, dense energy. Sometimes this morning it was really hard. I was like. And every choice we make matter, and it's really hard because understand we have to be in acceptation of ourselves, because it's really hard to hold the light in a world that is so dark at this point in time. There will be great assistance from the cosmos. The 1111, I'm sure the 1111 gateway will be very powerful this year, on November 11, and on the winter solstice there will be an alignment that is very rare between Jupiter and Saturn. I would think it would happen every 12 years only, but it's like Jupiter is the expansion and Saturn is the contraction, the lord of karma and the lord of expansion. So they're gonna create a lot of things will be cleared up by this alignment. It's important to follow the electromagnetic pulse of the heart, because the heart is been said that it's 5,000. I couldn't calculate it myself. I take their words for granted, but there is 5,000 times more the electromagnetic pulse of the heart is 5,000 times more powerful than the mind. And the advantage is the heart cannot be deceived. The heart cannot be fooled. When the mind can be deceived and fooled, so it's important to filter things through your heart always, and the mind cannot comprehend that, and the mind cannot control the heart. So a lot of people are not yet able to do that. So it's also we have to accept the fact that many people will actually die in the next few years. It's all of those are very low frequency, and all the dark ones will not be able to survive the increase in frequency. Sometimes I feel like I want to be part of that. I want to leave. I want to go. If I'm paid, if I got money, I can live. But I realize I've never had that problem before. But I cannot live in this society without money. If I was in a monastery or community, maybe, but I don't know how to live in this. Not having money is like preventing me from getting sleep. And so the card of the day is the time of departing, the living, departing. So just so there is a change. Spirit is announcing me this great change as well. But sometimes I'm envious for the past 5 years. I've been in such a struggle financially that I'm really envying everybody, all the people that die. I say, well, please God, I'm ready to face the music. I can let go of my physical presence here to return to you, and I'll face whatever music of all my creation down here. I'm really ready. I have really no fear, and but God seems to want me to be here and saying, well, there will be situations that will change your state of mind. For Spirit keeps saying it is signed, it is done, I am paid, but it's like the now is not really manifesting. So it's like very very it's I have to keep my faith. I've been working on this project for over 20 years, and they say, well, it's ready, it's aligned, and so, but and also I'm being prevented from exploring other resources like. Showing my painting. I've been offered an exhibition in Milan, in Madrid, in New York, but I don't have my paintings. I've been trying to sell NFT. I have plenty of clients, but when they go to the site, they can't buy. They don't. It doesn't work. I've been wanting to advertise on this channel. I don't like advertising, but that would be a passive income, and so I'm willing to do that sacrifice. But I haven't been able to do that either. Or to get government assistance, which is they owe me by right, but it doesn't work. They're like they keep postponing it, and it's been years, and it's like I keep feeling. Stop doing that now, but I used to fill paper, and then I fill paper and fill paper and fill paper. At the end, all is fine, but at the end, no, I'm missing a paper, so I gave up that. But if anybody, if you are an I'm really looking. I would be interested in finding someone to partner with to handle my advertising on YouTube. If you know how to do that, to negotiate advertisement contract, that would in the meantime that could assist. And for it's like I feel like I've lost my joy in life, my will to live. It's like, well, what am I doing here for? Within myself I have this paradise energy, this abundance, this joy, and I know what I'm doing inside. That's a very powerful effect on the world at large, because I'm doing things from the inside that has an effect. But when I look outside, it's like I feel like it's like hell. It's like there is nothing I can do. I cannot paint. I cannot travel. I cannot go out. I cannot. It's like how am I gonna have €1 to eat today? It's like for years it's been like this. Well, I thank you very much for what you've been able to provide through your donations or your donations through the consultation. And thank you very much for your likes, for commenting, sharing, and all of this will change very quickly. It's just like those moments of doubts that we are confronted. Spirit says you're gonna laugh, you're gonna party, you're gonna travel, everything is coming. But sometimes it's like it's been 5 years, and so and it's just also that I feel I have so many things that within my power could bring me resources, but it's like there is blockages everywhere, and I have to have faith in something that is beyond my power. So it is quite a challenge. And so for it is all we came here to learn about in my process it's about self-reliance and forgiveness. There was one person in my family that underestimated the greed, the cupidity, the jealousy, and the criminal aspect to that created this whole situation. I was like maybe a bit naive to believe that, underestimated the greed of that person who's already wealthy, but he prevented me from being able to, because he doesn't like me, to be able to get what was due to me in relationship to inheritance and so on. But I guess we came here to learn to forgive. All of this is a process. But I do recognize the value of what is going on internally. I just hope that I can find the balance externally. And Spirit explained to me that we all have an origin on high in the spirit realm, and we all have many past lives. And so Spirit explains to me that in my past lives, I've never had to worry about money. I was always born, or not always, but most of the time born in royalty. So it's like everything was easy. And even the time when I wasn't, I was free spirit. I was living in nature with the nature spirits. And so it was always easy. And even in this life, it's only been a few years that I never had money, but I always had a good life. That this life is like, I feel like it was really, really a lot of tensions. And because also I've been also shown that the plane that I come from, we don't even need experience. We're just in the beingness of who we are. We're in the beingness, and we can we draw on energies from all that which God is. And then one day God came to us and said, well, there is the universe, the samsara. Was like, what is that? And so we run an experiment. The experiment showed that it was extremely painful, but it would be so much joy at the end. We chose to participate. Sometimes I'm questioning the fact to choose to come into this universal adventure. And then there is like this whole history in relationship to our past life on the earth, but also our past life in the universe. And that I don't have all that much clarity in relationship to all my soul history before I came to the earth. Maybe a little bit more than most, but we all have all of that will be revealed in due time. For in this original state, we're perfect peace and contentment eternally. There was never a need for anything beyond what we were. So it's. But even when I go really down, like today, in terms of vibration and frequency, I'm very glad that Spirit always comes very quickly, because usually when we go down, Spirit has to wait till the energy settles down and the spiral returns to pick us up. But they come to pick me up really quickly now. They don't let me go down and down and down and down. And so for many years, I used to go into downward spiral. It would take weeks of depression, just because this world is so unfit to free spirits. It is very, but we do need to recreate this world, a new world. It pushes us to envision a world that is free, And I'm sure there is great value in this reality, in this experience, and it is important to make peace with all that is, to make peace with all we are and all that is, to let go of all the critical judgment, the judgment and the criticism in the world, because we do not know. It is all part of a plan. Yet it is very. I think it is important for us to return to this point of freedom. Well, thank you very much. I'm sorry, I'm not really in the highest frequency to that. I don't need to apologize, but I thought I come anyway to speak. I'm going to finish with a song and pull out a few cards to talk the song that speaks about friendship. It goes like this. What would you do if I sang out a tune? Would you stand up or walk out on me? Lend me your ear and I sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do you feel at the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm get high from a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends. Great songs from the Beatles, of course. I pulled a few cards. Well, hopefully, I'll be able to hang in there. Otherwise, I'll return home and we'll see each other up there. I'm really trying to stay focused, to not keep the north, to really to appreciate the sense of what is going on within, even if sometimes it feels like life is totally chaotic. It's really impossible to live in this present day condition. And I know that no matter how much I complain, there are billions of people that have less than I have. So we do need to return. The problem is that there are some people that have it all. The fact that people have less is okay, but the fact that some people have nothing. I'm not even talking about me. I'm talking about a lot of people in this world in certain living condition. That is really what will need to change in the new world. Everybody will be included. The observer of the day is the reward. So we've been working really hard. We deserve to be rewarded. The highest wisdom is the purification. We need to continue to purify our mind, our body, our intention. What we need to understand is consolation. We're going to have to find this healing, this consolation, and that will come. Hopefully, Spirit is announcing it. What we need to do is to cultivate happiness, to find a moment of joy and happiness, to step out of time and forget the world. Sometimes we have no choice but to forget about all of that. And the outcome will be rest, will be the ability to rest, to recuperate, to take vacation, to take breaks. That will feel really, really good. After all that, to be able to rest, or to rest our mind, to rest our body, to be overactive. We live in a society that's quite overactive. We need to find an harmonious connection between doing and non-doing. The card of the day is the 8 of Michael. It is a difficult card. It says, yes, you can be free. have the courage to change the situation, to not see things clearly. For there are days where sometimes we do not see things clearly, and we have to wait until clarity returns. So I do hope you get clarity, and I hope you continue to cultivate this sense of joy, of community, of well-being, and to continue to prepare for an ever better life, and then continue to envision this planet in an ascended state. Thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day. Salut.